Hello students, in today's lecture we will solve some practice questions based on moving charges and magnetism. Part 4. Disclaimer: the images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So in today's lecture, we will cover practice questions from 29 to 36. So topic: wing charges and magnetism. Question 29. Question is: a cell is connected between 2 points of uniformly thick circular conductor. I1 and I2 are the currents flowing in two parts of the circular conductor of radii A. The magnetic field at the center of the loop will be what? So in this question, here I1 and I2 are the currents flowing in two parts of the circular conductor. And question asked about the magnetic field at the center of the loop will be what? So given options, option A is 0, option B not upon 4 pi multiplied by I1 minus I2, option C mu naught divided by 2A I1 plus I2, and option D not divided by A I1 plus I2. So, which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find the solution. So, question: the resistance of the portion PRQ will be R1 is L1 rho. This is the resistance. And resistance of the portion PSQ will be R2, which is equal to L2 rho. Clear? So these are resistance R1 and R2. Clear? So here question asked about the what is the magnetic field at the center of the loop. So potential difference across P, this P and Q, we can calculate from I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2 are equal here and here. So I1 L1 rho is equal to I2 L2 rho. We use here this concept. Here R1 is equal to L1 rho and R2 is equal to L2. So the I I1 L1 rho is equal to I2 L2 rho, or we can say I1 L1 is equal to I2. So rho cancel out. So final expression I1 L1 is equal to I2. Let this is equation first. And magnetic field induction at the center O due to currents through circular conductors PRQ and PSQ will be B1 minus B2. So this is a circular conductor. So here B1 is equal to mu naught I1 L1 sine 90 degree divided by 4 pi R square. And for B2 mu naught I2 L2 sine 90 degree divided by 4 pi R square. So solving this term will get 0. Means the magnetic field at the center of the loop, at the center of this loop here will be 0. Clear? So correct answer is this one. A option is correct. Clear? Magnetic field, the magnetic field at the center of the loop will be 0. Next question. And next question, question 30. Question is this one. A coil having n turns is bound tightly in the form of a spiral with inner and outer radii A and B respectively. When a current I passes through the coil, the magnetic field at the center is what? So here again question asked about the magnetic field at the center is what? Where n turns is bound tightly in the form of spiral and inner and outer radii A and B respectively. Clear? So these are the given terms in this question. So options A is mu naught NL divided by B. Option B 2 mu naught NL divided by A. And option C mu naught NL divided by 2B minus A multiplied by log A by A. Option D mu naught L having power n divided by 2B minus A multiplied by log A by A. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. You have a 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So, according to question, the coil having n turns is bound tightly in the form of spiral. Inner and outer radii are A and B respectively. And current passes I through the coil. Magnetic field at the center is what? So, from this figure, this one, suppose this is a coil having n turns. Having n turns and which is tightly bound in the form of spiral. Clear? So number of turns in dx is dx n equal to n dot dx divided by b minus a. So for this dx, this term dx, the number of turns is n dx, number of turns multiplied by this dx divided by b minus a. B is the radii of the outer and a is so b minus a. So remaining terms is this one. Dx is the remaining terms. So number of terms in dx is n dot dx divided by b minus a. Clear? And the magnetic field induction at the center here due to current I through the entire spiral is B is equal to integration A to B. A to clear? So mu naught 2 pi n I dx divided by 4 pi x. So we use the concept of magnetic field induction. So mu naught divided by 4 pi multiplied by 2 pi a to b integration n divided by b minus a dx by x multiplied by I. So solving this term and after calculating integrating terms over dx by x. So you will be get the final answer b equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi ni b minus a log ex close a to b. So final answer is not divided by 2 ni divided by b minus a log e by a. So this is the final answer after calculation integration terms. So magnetic field is this. So question asked about the magnetic field at the center is what? So this is the magnetic field at the center of this entrance tightly bound spiral. Clear? So correct answer is C is the correct answer. Not NL divided by 2 b minus a log b by a is the correct answer. Clear? Next question. Question 31. This is question is particle of mass m and a charge q moves with a constant velocity v along the positive x direction. It enters a region containing a uniform magnetic field v directed along the negative z direction, extending from x a to x is equal to b. The minimum value of v required so that the particle can just enter the region and x is greater than v. So in this question asks about the minimum value of v required so that the particle can just enter the region. Clear? So given options for this question, give option A is QBB divided by M, option B QB minus A multiplied by B divided by M, and option C QA B divided by M, and option D QB plus A B divided by 2. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, option D. Which one is correct? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So here question asks about the minimum value of V required so that the particle can just enter region x is greater than this. So in the figure, this one, the z-axis points out of the paper and magnetic field is directed into the paper. Here, this is magnetic field which is out of the paper. Magnetic field is out of the paper and directed into the paper. Existing in the region between PQ and RS. This is PQ and S. This one. The particle moves in a circular path of radius r in the magnetic field. It can just enter a region x is greater than b. For this, r is greater than equal to b minus a. Clear? So here now r is equal to mv divided by qb greater than equal to b minus a. So v is greater than equal to q b minus a b divided by m. So the minimum value of b is equal to which is required q b minus a b divided by m. So this is the minimum value of b. Clear? This one. So correct answer is B. B is the correct answer. Clear? So this is the technique to solve this question. Clear? Next question. Question 32. Question is the magnetic field normal to the plane of a wire of n turns and radius r, which carries a current I, is measured on the axis of the coil at a small distance, is from the center of the coil. This is smaller than the magnetic field at the centers by the friction. Clear? So which option is correct? Option A is 2 by 3 r square h square. Option B 3 by 2 r square h square. Option C 2 by 3 h square r square. Option D 3 by 2 h square divided by r square. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 second, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So according to question, the magnetic field normal to the plane of a wire n turns and radius r, which carries a current I, is measured on the axis of coil and small distance from the center of the coil. This is smaller than the magnetic field at the center by given is what. So use the concept of magnetic field. So 4 P1 is equal to not 2 pi Ni divided by 4 pi by r, and B2 is equal to not 2 pi n I r square divided by 4 pi r square plus h square whole power 3 by 2. So here the fraction question asks about the fraction. So B2 divided by B1, solving this, so 1 plus h square divided by r square whole power minus 3 by 2. Fractional decrease in the magnetic field will be B1 minus B2 divided by B1. So solving this term, you get 1 minus B2 divided by B1, and putting all values in this formula, you will get 1 minus 1 plus h square by r square whole power 3 by 2, which is equal to 1 minus bracket 1 minus 3 by 2 multiply s square r square, close the bracket, and after solving this all terms you will be get 3s square divided by 2r square. So this is the fraction which is asked in this question. So correct answer is D. D is correct. Clear? This one is correct. Next question, question 33. Question is, a coil having n turns is bound tightly in form of a spiral with inner and outer radii A, B respectively. When a current I passes through the coil, the magnetic field at the center is what? So given options, option A is mu naught NL by B, option B 2 mu naught NL by A, option C mu naught NL I divided by 2B minus A multiplied by log B divided by A, and option D mu naught I divided by 2B minus A log B by A. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? You have a 10 second to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Clear? Let's find the solution. So, firstly, we have to calculate number of turns per unit width. So, number of turns per unit width is Ny divided B minus A. This. And consider an elemental ring of radius x and thickness dx. Here, suppose this is a coil having n turns. Clear? Bound tightly in the form of spiral with inner and outer radii and B respectively. This one. And I current passes through the coil, which is given in this question. So we consider initially the elemental ring of radius x. This is, and the thickness dx. Number of turns in the ring is equal to dn is equal to n dx divided by b minus a. Clear? We have to find magnetic field at the center is what here. So what is the magnetic field? So magnetic field at the center of the ring element dB mu naught dn I divided by 2x, this one. So solving this term where dn is n dx divided by b minus 1. So putting this dn value here, you will get mu naught I divided by 2 n dx divided by b minus a multiplied by 1 by x. So this is the magnetic field at the center of this coil due to the ring element. This ring element is dx. Clear? Initially dx, which is also thickness. So field at the center, we have calculated field. So we integrate this dv term. From integrate this dv term, get the total magnetic field at the center. Clear? Where dv is n mu naught I divided by 2 multiply by n dx divided by b minus a multiply by x. Clear? So this is the dv. So integrate this dv, you will get mu naught ni divided by 2b minus a integration a to b. This is the term a to b, a to b. So you will get dx divided by x. Put solving this term after integration, get the final answer mu naught ni divided by 2b minus a multiply by log b by a. So this is the magnetic field due to n turns spiral coil which is tightly bound. So correct answer is clear, which is asked in this question. Magnetic field at the center is what? So this is the magnetic field at the center. So correct answer is C. C is correct answer. Clear? Next question. Question 34. Question is, two long current carrying thin wires, both current I, are held by insulating threads of length L and the in equilibrium as shown in the figure, with threads making an angle theta with vertical. If the wires have mass lambda per unit length, then the value of I is what? So here G is equal to gravitational acceleration. So in this question asks about the value of I. What is the value of I? So Given options, option A is sin theta multiplied by under root pi lambda GL divided by mu naught cos theta. Option B, 2 sin theta under root pi lambda GL divided by mu naught cos theta. And option C, 2 multiplied by under root pi GL divided by mu naught sin tan theta. And option D, under root pi lambda GL divided by mu tan theta. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. You have a 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find the solution. So, according to question, two long current carrying thin wires with both current element I held by insulating threads and length L are in equilibrium with threads making angle theta. Making angle theta is this. Clear with vertical. If wires have mass lambda per unit length, then the value of I is what? So, question asks about. So, consider the free body diagram of the wire. As wires are in equilibrium, they just carry current in opposite direction. So, free body diagram like this. Here, the tension is acting in this direction, T sine theta, and here theta is making. So, component is tension is T, first T cos theta, and second T sine theta. This is theta angle. Clear? And FB and weight is acting vertically downward, which is mg. So, here mass is lambda per unit length. So, mg is equal to lambda Lg. Mg is equal to lambda Lg. This one. Clear? So, here FB is equal to mu naught I square L divided by 2 pi d, where L is the length of each wire and D is the separation between the wires. Clear? So, from figure, D equal to 2L sine theta. This one. D is equal to this distance is 2L. This D is 12 sine theta. Clear? So, T cos theta is equal to mg, which is equal to lambda Lg in vertical direction. In vertical direction, this one. In vertical direction, as shown in this figure. Clear? So, T sine theta is equal to FB, which is equal to naught I square L divided by 4 pi L sine theta in horizontal direction. In horizontal direction, this one. This FB is this, which oppose force is T sine theta. Clear? So, let this is equation first, which is in vertical direction, and second is which is in horizontal direction. Let this is equation second. So this is equation first and this is equation second. From equation first and second, we get T sine theta divided by T cos theta, which is equal to not I square L divided by 4 pi L sine theta multiplied by L lambda G. Clear? Here we divide this T sine theta divided by T cos theta. Clear? So calculating this term, you will get the final answer, which is I equal to under root 4 pi lambda Lg sine square theta divided by mu naught cos theta. So, which is equal to 2 sine theta under root pi lambda Lg divided by mu naught cos theta. After solving all numerical terms, you will be get I equal to this term. Clear? I equal to under root pi lambda Lg divided by mu naught cos theta multiplied by 2 sine theta. Clear? So, correct answer is option B is correct. This one. Clear? Next question. Question 35. Question is this one. Two identical wires A and B, each of length L, carry same current I. Wire A is bent into a circle of radius R. Clear? And wire B is bent form of square of side A. If BA and BB are the values of magnetic field are at centers of the circle and square respectively, then the ratio BA upon B is what? Here a wire is used and which is have a length L, and that wire is bent in the form of circle and in the form of square. Clear? And BA and BB are the value of magnetic field the center of the circle and square. Clear? Then question asks about the what is the ratio of BA and B. Given options, option is pi square by 8. Option B, pi square divided by 16 under root 2. Option C, pi square divided by 16. And option D, pi square divided by 8 under root. So which option is correct? Option A, option B, option C, or option D? You have a 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find a solution. So, two identical wires A and B, each of length L, carry same current I. Wire A is bent into a circle of radius A, and wire B is bent into a form of a square of side. If BA and BB are the values of the magnetic field at the center of the magnetic circle and square respectively. So ratio is BA divided by BB is what? Which is asked in this question. Clear? So magnetic field in this case of the circle of radius R is given by BA equal to mu naught divided by 2R. So this is the magnetic field in the case of circle of radius R. Clear? This is the magnetic field. Clear? Here radius R. So as 2 pi R is equal to L is the length of the wire and A equal to I divided by 2, 2 pi. Clear? This one. A is equal to I divided by 2. So BA equal to mu naught I divided by 2 multiply L by. Clear? So this is L. This is L. Clear? So let this is equation A first. BA equal to mu naught I pi divided by L. This one. Let this is equation first. So suppose as shown in this figure is this one. This circle of radius R for first case, and for second case this is square of side which is given in this question. So magnetic field in the case of square side A, we get BB which is equal to 4 into mu naught divided by 4 pi multiply by I divided by A by 2 multiply by 1 divided by root plus 1 divided by 2. So BB is equal to 4I mu naught divided by pi A, which is equal to 2 under root 2I divided by. So this is the magnetic field at the center of the square. Clear? This is the magnetic field at the center of the square. And this is the magnetic field at the center of the circle. So we have to calculate ratio. So we know 4A equal to LA, which is equal to L by 2. So BB equal to B root 2 mu I divided by pi. Let this is equation second. So dividing equation first by equation second, we get BA divided by B is equal to pi square divided by 8 root 2. So this is the ratio. BA divided by B is equal to pi square divided by 8 2. Clear? So this is the correct option. D option is correct. 8 pi square divided by 8 root 2. This one is correct. Next question, question 36. Question is, an infinitely long hollow conducting cylinder with inner radii r by 2 and outer radius r carries a uniform current density along its length. The magnitude of the magnetic field B as a function of radial distance r from the axis is best represented by which one? So there is a four graph A, B, C. So read question carefully and which option is correct? A, B, C. You have a 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will provide the solution of this question. Let's find the solution. So infinitely long hollow conducting cylinder with inner radii this one and outer radii is r carries a uniform current density along its length. The magnitude of the magnetic field B as a function of radial distance r axis of represented by, so case first x is less than r by 2, in that case mode of B is equal to 0, and case 2, ry2 is less than x and less than r. In that case, close integration b dot dl is equal to mu naught I. So solving this term, so mod of b 2 pi x is equal to mu naught. So mod of b is equal to j 2x x square minus r square divided by 4 pi x square minus pi r by 2 whole square. So solving this term, you will get this calculation. For case 3, x is greater than or equal to r. Close integration b dot dl is equal to mu naught I. So mod of b 2 pi x mu naught pi r square minus pi r by 2 whole square j. So b is equal to this one, mu naught j divided by 2x multiply 3 by 2 r square. So b equal to 3 mu naught j r square divided by 8x. This one clear. So correct answer is this graph is correct. Clear. So when doing this graph, so the graph will be this. So correct answer is D. This one is correct. Clear. This one is correct. Thank you.